Russia for meddling in the elections. Yesterday I read a news that Ivanka Trump is about to meet FBI and CIA officials for demanding strict laws against trafficking. That's why I posted information about many culprits, but other information which was provided through Twitter a few years ago, along with the phone numbers which were acquired from a local saloon employee, just because I provided him a lift towards Delhi when I was visiting there on 19th December 2014. Or 14. But I didn't provide names along with tagging any law authorities, since I didn't meant to narrate any kind of particular instance. But when phone numbers were provided to FBI, and those tweets are 4 or 5 years, they might be buried deep inside the Twitter timeline. We have to download the whole Twitter timeline and then save it in text format and search for mobile numbers randomly with codes. Then only we can find out. But since FBI was mentioned several times, it is not sure whether they are watching each and every tweet, because as soon as we click on the mention, all the tweets get red marks, or the unread tweets are vanished from the timeline. There is no need to click on separate mentions to make the counter 0. Unlike mails, if we have to check each mail or click on the red tag and select all or mark all as red. Then only the counter will reduce to 0 for unread mails. There are several fake Twitter followers to which these kind of authorities don't pay attention. They don't even read the emails sent to them. For example, during 2006, I sent about more than 10 million more than 4 to 10 million mails. And only I got reply from Human Rights Commission. Otherwise, you will not receive reply. And for that, I have to keep the bulk email software running for 1.5 hours. Sometimes bulk email software shoots 600 emails per second. We have to copy paste those emails in VRF file format or text format, or PDF format, XLV format, any kind of format, and then we have to upload the emails. You can upload them once, twice, thrice, and thereby increasing the number to quadruples, multiple number of times. You can copy paste the email, then copy paste the emails again, then through permutation and combination the number will become double times, n into n plus 1 upon 2, not n into n plus 1 upon 2, because n factorial is equal to n into n plus 1 upon 2, but n raised to power n is much more than n factorial. No, n raised to power n is less than n. N raised to power n is more than n factorial. Then only I get reply from Maria Andreika, who works in Human Rights Commission in Geneva. Then she said, okay, we take cases into consideration till domestic remedies are exploited, and in your case, domestic remedies are exploited. Your case will be taken into consideration, and email to which I sent my communications was 1503@ohchr.org. That's why I mentioned I got registered bk.com OHCHR. Then I thought that it would be a nice decision to send them hard copies of the proofs and the documents along with some communications. Then I sent the whole email which was sent to them along with adequacy reports and various documents to them. It costed about 4,500 through DHL. Then Mr. M.A. who works in Geneva received that packet. And I was satisfied that Human Rights Commission is working. In few years I registered Twitter.com and UNICEF started following me. In few months refugees started following me. But when refugees unfollowed a few weeks ago, I thought they are not ready to consider my case. But UNICEF is still following. UNICEF is meant for children education or children funds. Earlier it was children fund, but later it was converted into children education fund. And then I tagged the UNICEF India also, but they started ranting against me that we are not meant for corruption cases, we are meant for children's education, children's well-being. I said, okay, it's fine. I thought I should inform you also. So each time I provided them excuse. But my earlier case was accepted by Maria Andreika, so that's why I felt responsible to send them documents. But sometimes Twitter followers are totally different from them. And Twitter, they follow me through Twitter for several other reasons, and the reasons behind the delay in communications can be much more severe because of high density of volume, high volume of communications which they are getting, and they don't have time to respond. Sometimes it takes 20 years also, but 12 years have been elapsed. I didn't got reply, more and more replies from Human Rights Commission. That's why I wrote another blog, pollution blog also, means poverty blog and climate change blog. Thanks a lot for joining Urdu. Since you are a Muslim, you should think that mosque demolition group can't be regarded as a political party till extinction of earth. What's the need of annoying any secular people or any kind of dedicated people towards mosque? What's the need of it? Since mosque demolition group will never authenticate Muslims. AM. I didn't feel much tired of sleeping. That's why I went downstairs and took some bread for me. This is the water dispenser kit. So Delhi is not the only place in the world where decisions are influenced by bribe. In the end of the day, it is the blood money which wins. So I will buy the star badge. Otherwise, people who have talent are getting star badge by themselves. Since I am a person full of anxiety and distress, I don't provide happiness to people. No one becomes happy when I am broadcasting. Everyone knows I must be talking about any distress, any problem, any issue, any social cause, any geographical troubles, any kind of pollution, any kind of blog or any kind of unemployment, any kind of torture faced by the poor and needy, and any kind of health problems with people or any kind of family troubles also. That's why people aren't interested at all. They don't follow me at all because they don't want to mind their own business. Just because I have excess time, and just because I didn't bribe or I was affected by the mosque demolition group corrupt people everywhere, it doesn't mean that they should pay the compensation or pay the fees for that problems. They have their own life. They want to share good quality content with people, especially girls. And even if some girls are watching, they will not pay any attention or follow me. But it doesn't mean that I will be discouraged enough to discontinue more and more broadcasting or any kind of Twitter, any kind of Facebook. About 9 people died near Nawab Sharif's residence, the official residence of Nawab Sharif, which is very far away from Imran Khan's house, and no one can accuse Imran Khan because Imran Khan wasn't there and he is not interested to visit Nawab Sharif's house. There might be other people who were involved in suicide attack, since one teenager didn't got employment after completion of his graduation. 4 years had passed and he developed many, you can search these kind of people. They are present, but they are not. Thanks a lot, Sagar, for sharing my broadcast and sending fair points. I was there in your group broadcast when I was interviewing you. But I really interest. I thought it's the right time to register or pay like me for getting verified page. But I am not sure whether I will gain the followers and viewers. That's why I felt confused and didn't opt for that page. Trump visited San Diego after discussing about Mexico wall. I have about 125 followers and 500 more than 60% of followers, Twitter followers belonging to celebrities are fake ones, which are either created randomly or by media promotional companies. mentioned Facebook profile IDs of most of my classmates, and everyone is supporting prostitution in Delhi by friending Balram Garg, prostitute utilizer. He used to steal my bike accessories also, like bike mirrors and speedometer wires, due to which I suffered huge financial losses during school days 91-92. I bought a Yamaha bike in 1990 when I was studying in 10th grade. Since I was fed up of a wrong or lengthy route taken by a school bus, due to which I used to reach home much later in the afternoon, then I opted for Yamaha bike, and as soon as I reached there, I used to park it opposite my school premises near a confectionery shop. And there was a person named Balram Garg who used to study in our class during 91-92. He started stealing bike mirrors after removing them from my bike. And once that Balram Garg person wanted me to visit his house, located about half a kilometer from our school. Earlier I denied for one day, then he requested again, so I agreed that I will let my bike park there and visit towards his house. Both of us started walking towards his house. As soon as we reached the market area, he halted near a CD shop or cassette shop, rented cassette shop, and he wanted me to accompany towards that shop. I entered the shop. He started ordering porn movies, and the shopkeeper was very familiar to him. He provided porn movies immediately when he entered the shop premises. I left that shop immediately and moved out of that shop. In about 1 minute, he came out of the shop and he said, "Why did you move out of the shop?" I said, "I will not visit your house." He said, "I invited you for watching porn movies." I said, "You should have told me earlier. I would have denied at that time only." I said, "I will not visit your house." I returned back from that shop only. I didn't visit his house. He went towards his house alone. But I wasn't aware that my bike accessories are being stolen and who was stealing the bike accessories. Once our classmates decided to visit Chanakya Theatre to watch an English movie during 91-92. And our other classmate Manoj was organizing a birthday party there. Then we went there after missing one English class, and all of our classmates went there. And I accompanied a Yamaha bike, and he too was carrying or riding on a Yamaha bike. And some of the friends were taking scooters, and some of the friends were visiting their own buses. Then we reached there but didn't got the ticket. That person provided burger or patty inside Chanakya Theatre restaurant, and some of the students sat on the pavements. I called my house from there to 5415 I thought the number will be preserved in future. That I informed my house that I will come some later in the afternoon. Then within about 1.5 hours when we started traveling back, I halted near a petrol pump to get my petrol paid. I witnessed the same person. After 1.5 or 2 minutes, he reached the petrol pump and started waiting beside me. After filling the petrol, I moved inside the petrol pump's office for receiving the change back from the person. And I looked back. My mirror was missing. But I hadn't seen the culprit or witnessed him red-handed. But it was not possible at all that I am getting my petrol paid, and at that time the mirror was available and he had parked or he was waiting beside me just for fun or without any reason. And I wasn't interacting with him. I wasn't even suspicious, but when I went inside the office to receive but I wasn't sure at all. And I couldn't accuse him in about 5 minutes or 4 minutes for a missing mirror without watching him or catching him red-handed. And I left that petrol pump. He started chasing me. For once or twice he tried to overtake me also, but he failed at. It was like a race only. We reached Cambridge Foundation School, and I reached there about 5 minutes earlier than. I met more students there only. But I didn't interact with anyone, or I didn't told anyone about that theft. And my mirror was missing. I was sad also, but I reached my house. The next day, after school hours, I bought the mirror and got it fitted there. In about 4 or 5 days, the mirror got stolen again from the Vijay complex service, but I didn't told anyone. In few days, my bike's speedometer wire was also stolen. Then I was frustrated, and I had no other option but to inform my immediate classmate known as Gagandeep Karke. I told him that my bike accessories are continuously being stolen. I will move towards the class desk and row and detect that person only. Through their reactions, it is possible that our own classmates, since no one knows where I am parking the vehicle, except my classmates, there is a possibility of anyone involved. But I had some suspicion about that person from that day. And as usual, I detected through human by electricity. Then I told him that I am suspicious about that person, but I am not sure. He said, I will miss 1 or 2 classes tomorrow and wait for the culprit to reach the parking area. Whosoever will be the culprit, he will be nabbed. The next day he missed the English classroom, which was the last one. and I was attending, and all of the other classmates were also attending. As usual, I didn't move towards the parking area in a hurry, but that person was not there. He had already left the class much earlier than others. And when I reached there after 5 minutes, Gagandeep Karkil told me that he wasn't there at that time. All of them were left. And when I visited the school the next day, he told me that I had witnessed Balram Garg from about 5 meters while hiding near the Vijay confectionery shop or another shop, and he was the one who stole your bike mirror. I said I was already suspicious. Now I will visit his house and take that bike mirror. I visited his house after attending all the classes the same day, and I jumped towards Almira and removed that bike mirror. Told that him immediately that this is my bike mirror, you shouldn't have stolen it, and I kept it on the Almira again. Then I reached the school the next again, and I told the Gagandeep Karkil that your prediction or your catching him red-handed from a distance was absolutely right. I had noticed that mirror present inside his house. I was already fed up of spending more and more money. By that time, we had attended another birthday party. And during that birthday party, which was held about 2 kilometers from our school, and when I moved out of that birthday party's venue, and I was waiting for all the classmates, the Balram Garg was the first person to move out. He told me that he had utilized prostitutes at GV Road, and he utilized semen retraction method for that. I said, don't tell me anything about it. I kept quiet, and he had already been nabbed, and that might be the reason that he was annoying me, or whether he was telling right or not wrong, I wasn't even aware. Then I hadn't told anyone about his stealing acts, but Gagandeep Karkil had nabbed him red-handed, and I had suspicion of the product, the bike mirror, to be possessed by me or owned by me, but because these bike mirrors don't possess any identification marks. From that day I started writing my name on it using compass. I started, and the stealing was reduced and to minimum level when I started embossing my name on it. For example, I started writing Gagan or on the back side of the mirror, so that if anyone will steal it, I will be informed, because it was very easy to write on or emboss Gagan or any name, any kind of mark on a plastic using a compass. And I told Gagandeep Karkil that the person has been nabbed red-handed by you, and he is also confessing the prostitution sins. These kind of problems are existing in our class, and that person was seen interacting with a girl who used to sit along with me, known as Charu Virmani. And it is our responsibility to tell that girl, because I had seen that girl interacting with Balram Garg once. She should not interact with a prostitute, utilizer and thief. And if we will tell that girl about the prostitution confession of that person, she will not agree, and since she is an immature girl, she will not even realize the meaning of prostitution and brothels. So our motive will not be solved. In fact, she will be discouraged enough and start meeting that person more and more to annoy us. In fact, we should her about the stealing acts or theft acts of that person. He said it will be the right decision. We decided to have a plan in which I will talk with that person and shout with that person, and we will talk in a shouting manner, and the girl who is sitting beside me will hear. And by that, as planned, I moved away from that girl's bench towards the rear seat where that person used to sit, known as Gagandeep Karge. And I said, you should visit the middle of the row. I started shouting in the class that Balram Garg is a thief. He had stolen my bike accessories. And that girl arose herself from the bench and she started moving towards us. And by that time I again shouted in the class so that that girl should hear it clearly. And she heard it clearly as planned. And she started staring at me and kept on watching both of us, what is happening, what is going on. And everyone was present in the class. That person might have been present. And it was over. That plan was left abandoned. Whatever will happen, whatever the reaction, no one replied, and she sat back. And we forgot for that day. Everyone returned back to their respective homes. I reached home and completed my homework as usual and whatever the home task. Then by the night I tried to sleep, but I wasn't feeling comfortable. I thought that I have disclosed a person's sins in the class without complete information, and he will definitely feel distressed because every boy wants to create a relationship with girls, and he will definitely feel humiliated. Since Kiran Bedi was connected with my family, so I kept on thinking, what should be my reaction? I assumed that if I had an interaction with SHO or police, what will she suggest? I kept on thinking, and I thought I have performed a blunder. I should have told that girl separately or brought that into notice of teachers. So I have performed a blunder by keeping a girl away from a boy by through his exposure, and he might be feeling frustrated, and if he is really telling the truth that he utilized prostitutes at a GB road or red light area, he might be connected with criminals also. Those criminals want his activities hidden from parents. That's what I kept on assuming, and it was about 2 o'clock. I wasn't able to sleep. I thought I should accompany that girl. I should provide security to that girl. If anything happens to that girl, many type of negative feelings started around my house. Even if I was known that girl is my soulmate, that is a different problem. But I couldn't expose him. I wasn't that much smart enough to expose soulmate activities, or no one will believe in rebirth. But these kind of problems were existing simultaneously in parallel with. Otherwise, I was infatuated towards that girl. That is a different problem. That was my own personal issue. But I thought I have performed a blunder. I should accompany that girl for a few days. And as soon as our classes were over, I started chasing that girl. And it was opposite direction only, means not opposite but adjacent direction, means 180 degree to our bus stop. And she used to take a different route, means if it is a square, she used to take the other 90-degree route towards our house and towards the other end. But it was middle of the one side of the square, so the distance remained the same. Not exactly the same, but about 2 kilometers more than my actual route, which I was taking from past 5 years, either through bicycle or bike or bus. But I crossed the road and reached towards a different bus stop, which was exactly 90-degree opposite and about half kilometer apart. And the buses were used to run in a different direction, obviously, but the buses were direct only sometimes till her house, and sometimes we have to wait for another bus also. And the buses were very crowded. As soon as I entered the bus, she used to enter prior to me, and she used to take the front seat of the conductor, but she didn't notice for 1 or 2 days. During the third or fourth day, and the buses were crowded, I used to sit in the rear seat only, because no one, or I used to stand only, because no one provided seat to me. But all the time, the conductor used to provide seat to Charu Birmani, born on 10th January 1975. And I kept on staring throughout my way till Paschim Bihar, and Madipur was the most crowded place where many miscreants used to get into the bus, but no one has dared to watch towards that girl. She was very attractive, but she was very cautious also, and she used to sit on the conductor's seat. But I kept on watching from distance. I thought that some people are really miscreants, but not to that level. I didn't sense any kind of foul play for third or fourth day. But during fourth day, when I was moving out of the bus in a bus stop might be located opposite her house, because she used to cross the road and I used to travel more 1.5 kilometers towards my house, and she used to cross the road from the same bus stop. But when I looked backwards, she was always crossing the road without any problem, and she was always safe, and she had crossed the road. But on that day, she witnessed me and she started staring at me. I thought I have performed more blunders. She has noticed me, but she is not saying anything. She might complain to the class teachers also, but she started staring me with, with not normally, with disgusted or any kind of suspicious mind only. Otherwise, she should have told me, how are you, where are you, do you live? She didn't tell. It means she was aware reason, or she might have predicted the reasons behind my following, whether I am trying to propose her, or she should have suspected any kind of foul play from my side, or she had already suspected my security concerns. I wasn't even aware, but she started staring me. But from the next day, I started taking my bike again. As usual, I took my bike, but once I decided that I should not park my bike opposite that school only. I had an interaction with my uncle. He told me that our distant relative known as Suraj Kapoor used to live opposite Cambridge Foundation School only. You should visit his house. It was exactly opposite to Vijay Confectionery Shop. Not much away from our school, only 5 or 7 meters more than that confectionery shop. I started parking my vehicle there, and there was not any trouble. From that day, I didn't felt any stealing activity because no one was aware where I used to park my vehicle. Once I returned from school picnic and I was late, and he was drinking alcohol. He started crying. He said, "You used to take away your bike at 1:45 p.m. What happened today? What's wrong? Was there might be any accident with you? There might be any trouble with you? You parked your vehicle in time during 8 a.m. What happened to you?" We started crying a lot. I felt a lot of problem. I drank more alcohol than usual. I said nothing happened. I went to a school picnic only. And once I and during that school picnic also, I had accompanied Philips AR 538 to convey messages to her whether she is interested in me or to me. I played साजन देखा है पहली बार म्यूजिक कैसेट also देखा है पहली बार साजन की आंखों में प्यार, but she wasn't interested in me. She heard that song and she reacted in a different way and started staring at us, and I reduced the song level immediately. It means she was not interested because she started staring at me. But I kept on initiating any kind of conversation, but she was not ready to interact with me. But my security concerns were there for about 3 or 4 days only. That too, she noticed me and I couldn't chase her. But I had never interacted with her. I had told Gagandeep Karpel that I had a reincarnation only, and many kind of rituals are being performed on me, due to which I may suffer some kind of disease or some kind of problem which will be very severe in nature. But after completing school days, I was kept on reminding for few days, for few years, for few months, but I tried to forget also. But as soon as I registered in Facebook in 2008, October 2008, I didn't search her once, but I searched her in 2009. I wasn't able to find her, but on 27th December 2009, she registered in Facebook. But I was not here. I was in Shimla during that time to celebrate New Year party, and I won the best chess player award there also, and I received 1000 rupees travel package and Xbox for 1 hour for my son, because of his victory in a lemon race. Then I thought, after returning from there, I searched her during first week of February, and I found her Along with many friends, I sent her Facebook request, but she deleted. She didn't deleted me for several months. But when I found that Balram Garg, the prostitute utilizer, I felt that I should inform her again whether she was hearing, but I was suspicious. I wasn't confirmed that she heard in the classroom also. That's what I wanted to know, whether she had heard or no. But I kept on sending messages, but she didn't reply. And for several years, for several months. But when I tagged a Made in India CD cover, because it was the same CD which was bought on the day I had received her dream, and she was seen opposite Rajdhani College. I had bought a Made in India CD during that day only, along with buying Sony music system to place a mark for history. What was the purpose to buy? You should concentrate on that. I bought 2 products just to place a timestamp for future, to memorize for me, so that my memory will be kept intact inside my brain for future, that I bought something, that I missed someone, so I bought something. That was the only method. But as soon as I reached here, also after migrating here, I bought Sony laptop just to remind myself. So these were some kind of timestamps only. Whether anyone will believe or not, but scientists can believe or not, it is possible, but forensic experts are the ones who can find the truth. That's my story, where some kind of innocence prevails, but my destiny wasn't guiding me properly. I didn't reach that place in time, even when I was informed through a dream that she will meet me there. But I reached there, I should have parked my scooter near Rajdhani College only, because I had received a dream of Rajdhani College, and I should have reached the gate only, because I should have clearly told at that time only, because I might have been able to prove her that I received a dream. And then only expose reincarnation during that time only. That was the only method. Because school days weren't appropriate for any kind of information, and I hadn't received a dream also. Because I had confidence early childhood that she will definitely reach towards me. And she opted for mechanical drawing just because of reincarnation only. But no one will believe. Everyone will believe in attraction, everyone believe in cleavages, and that is the one more proof is that person known as Gagandev Karpil used to abuse me with words like, "Are you watching Charu's boobs? Are you watching Charu's boobs?" I said, I don't have that much. I don't pay that much attention. I don't pay that much attention. Don't say these words. And once I said I used to drive zigzag. That's why your counter is lesser than my speedometer or odometer counter. When we visited Ravinder Khurana's uncle's or mama's chicken shop located near Narayana Fire Brigade office or Narayana PVR, then I told him that my odometer reads that model. He said, "You are a handsome boy, that's why your odometer reads more than ours." I said, "I don't have that much knowledge." Then every classmate started laughing. These 2 incidents were present when I provided immediate reply, and other classmates were impressed. But the first one was more important because that reincarnation girl was involved. And the third instance was also a proof when Daya Srivasan was pleading for providing me lift towards Tola Kumar residence. When we had attended marriage or engagement ceremony of Rajesh Bambani's sister, then I accepted her request after several request. Then when I was traveling towards that her house, I told that a petrol pump will arrive and we will get the petrol there. Because I thought if I will halt and she can felt suspicious. So my mind was always there that any other girl might feel suspicious about my behavior without even realizing that everyone is not like that. But when we reached her house, she said, "You should come inside." I said, "I will come sometime else only in the future." But at that time, I started thinking about Charu only, that I wanted to visit her house because in my inner desire I wanted to, and I was thinking that she might convey her a message. All the time I started thinking that the other person will convey a message. Even I told Gaurav Bidani that you should convey Charu Birmani. If she is really interested towards me, she should offer me directly. Since he used to tell that she used to keep herself awake throughout the night. I said it is not possible. She might be keeping herself awake to complete the mechanical drawing sheets. Why should she be keeping awake all throughout the night without any reason? And if she is really interested in me or if she is in love with me, she will inform me directly. But in fact, that person was telling the truth or lie. I didn't even confirm. And when I had organized inauguration of my house, then also I told them that I have organized inauguration. You should visit her house and tell her that I didn't invite you, I failed to invite you. That's what I kept on doing without any motive, with the innocent mind only, without any foul play, without any conspiracies or without any wrongdoing. I wanted to convey a reincarnation only through to her. And after the evolution of social networking site, I kept on sending messages. All the screenshots are posted in my Facebook profile. Even then, no one cares to reply. No one in this world wants to reply. No one even wants to realize the reincarnation exists or also. Walter Samke was the one who realized, who authenticated reincarnation, but that too deleted the Facebook profile. And he was connected through facebook.com/Mr.Kagan also. But I deleted him because since he had already discontinued or deactivated his profile. That is the problem. Many girls are organizing a beach party also in Miami, and people are ready to meet in real life, but I have no close connections with anyone. People don't even watch my broadcast with much concerns or much devotion or much concentration. I don't think people are really understanding my views or whether they treat me as a truthful or whether they treat me as wrongful. I kept on ranting the same, I kept on explaining the same issues or same life stories again and again in my social profiles. But after consuming alcohol, your mind starts roaming in the backwards. You can't help that. You start narrating your old instances. That's why alcohol is used for lie detection test also. Goodbye everyone. Since the broadcast will, if the broadcast length will increase, I will not able to download it again and again. Moreover, I have uploaded many videos. I am fed up of my disclosures now. I want to become a VIP badge owner, but I am not sure whether that will help me or not. Because if I will arrange coin drops, whether people will complete the minimum requirement or not, or I have to tell them So please share my broadcast for 5 times, then only I will arrange a coin drop. And I don't want anyone to force, and I don't want people to get compelled by my orders as if I am a dictator and I am offering them coins in return of sharing my broadcast. I am more interested to interact. I am lesser interested of amplification. And those who want to amplify their views to many people, not even a single person will understand. Or I have tested that source of that method of promotion throughout my life. I used to get lakhs and millions of views, but no one will reply. Even through SoundCloud.com, Gagan Mako, some of my songs have got millions of views, and some of my YouTube have got lakhs of views. But it doesn't mean people will respond. People will respond when they feel emotionally attached. They will not respond taking into the number of views into consideration or your badges as consideration. If they have any emotional attachment, then only they will respond, or then only they will say, okay, we understand your views, we believe you. Then only, if they don't have any infatuation, attraction, any kind of emotional attachment, they will not respond, even if your views reach 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. They will keep on sending gifts and you will keep on watching them. They will not even say hi. Sometimes they don't have any option also, because they know that the person is so much distressed and feeling so much lonely, and he wants to tell something about him, and we should hear him politely and then offers our views afterwards only. I have already taken 2 tea, one during midnight and later during the night. It's 4 and I started broadcasting from 1 hour ago, but I didn't receive any one comment. Since it is possible that because of my weak vocabulary people are not understanding, or I have repeated the same story again and again and people are feeling monotonous. Both of the issues can exist. I posted a screenshot of conversation with that witness of bike theft processes about the girl, and he wanted to tell me that he knows something interesting about her parents. I am not aware of any kind of these stories. I replied, I am not even aware of their real lives. I did try to send my relatives towards her house after completing graduation, but I am not still assured that whether he visited her house or not. That person is so much confident about her parents. US announces sanctions on Russia for election meddling.
So that's partly the Mueller investigation of witch hunt, as the president himself has done. It seems like a stamp of approval on the work that's being done there. Also, members of his administration told reporters today that this president refused to sign it.
So if Trump visited San Diego, it doesn't mean it can be related directly to my Facebook post, but the parallelism can't be ruled out also. Since I was talking about sexual harassment at workplace with FBI's wife and that person lives in San Diego, and Ivanka Trump was talking about sexual harassment at workplace on the day Trump visited San Diego. Sometimes miracles do happen and we treated those miracles as parallelism. But for a born-again believer, there is no curse, hex or occult practice or one who refused to move from the authority of God. The order is first known as U.S. Special Counsel Robert Mueller subpoenaes the Trump Organization. 12 people. Sri Lanka lifts Facebook ban. Bridge collapsed in Miami, as informed by many like me. Viewers also. Just happened to be in the South Miami today thinking about my college days at FIU, and then to hear of this bridge collapsing is devastating. So saddened by these events, they are still trying to rescue folks, praying for all. One of the bridge was collapsed in Kanpur also a few weeks ago. Florida is about 600 kilometers or more than away from Atlanta, and Matthew hurricane occurred near Florida. Yes, the pedestrian bridge that was collapsed at Miami was designed to withstand a Category 5 hurricane, its durability to exceed 100 years. As soon as it was collapsed, it was informed through Live Me, but at that time the media personnel didn't reach. So Live Me viewer was crossing through that area, and that's why we told everyone. So when everyone will be holding mobile in hand and video broadcasting, then there will be no need for media channels. Everyone is broadcasting, everyone is watching, so there will be no news channels at all. So the whole world will become media, employees of media only. 80% of the world will become directly or indirectly involved with media. There will be no promotion, no advertisement, and every conference will be hosted by video streaming, and there will be no private life also. So, a prostitute utilizer belonging to mosque demolition group is organizing any kind of ritual or marriage ceremony, and that woman is so much concerned of those activities that she is continuously preparing for it from several months, not through 1 or 2 days, from October. These kind of flesh women are exhausting, and she tried to cut down all the wires also. Leaders say there is no plausible alternative explanation to attack. Russia's foreign ministry says it's working on UK retaliatory. Russian measures will respond to UK expulsion of 23 of its diplomats. I have to visit a nearby shop to buy milk also. I have consumed 2 tea during midnight, so there is no milk. Al Jazeera replied that your posture is not good. Otherwise, your content was suitable. But I didn't believe it. Sometimes people used to respond for keeping hurt of so that he will not feel distress. Thousand flee as army advances. Colombia restarts talks with Allen rebels. And there was an attack on Colombia also. But Al Jazeera didn't mention that. Since I was already facing the same trouble in social networking sites, then those problems became more exaggerated in real life. Otherwise, I might have ignored there might be a possibility that I might have taken it as more seriously. So, in all way, we should always feel happy and positive. If everything is happening in our favor, then there is no need to worry about others' behaviors. That's what intellectual people used to preach that we should be more concerned of our own lives. And for that, even if we have to consume any kind of addictive liquid for a few days, there is no harm. Because otherwise, we will interfere and destroy our own mental peace. Aid operation arrived in Ghouta from Dauma. Red Cross president has travelled with aid convoy into eastern Ghouta. Since 5 years has been spent, the Red Cross president said that it is thought it is the right moment for open promotion also. An estimated 4 lakh civilians remain trapped in eastern Ghouta. Tens of thousands of civilians have fled the rebel-held eastern Ghouta. So after so many trouble and so many deaths, Red Cross president has been awakened. The state is the time, that is the opportunity for them. And if you will apply for FEMA, they will directly reject you. In few days, the cable companies and DTH companies have in few days these companies will take data of the people, what they are watching, what time they switched on the television, and they will utilize it. So as you are getting the viewers list, they will also receive usage. And on the bottom right corner of the screen, you will find number of viewers present in that broadcast or that TV news. You can interact with them also. And when you will click on their names, it will appear on the text box. Similar to live me, you can send them messages. Then you will utilize your smart TVs. Otherwise, there is no use of smart TVs. Okay, best of luck to all. I narrated you a long story of my life. And as soon as I consume strawberry, I start dictating you my story. And as soon as I include reincarnation in those stories, the beliefs of a number of believers start reducing. And when Stephen Hawking was alive, his survey was performed in which 93% of scientists didn't believe in God. And when all the collective people were taken into consideration, 80% of them believed in God. Returning to the 15-year project to bring predators under control. Best of luck and goodbye. Posted in my Facebook profile, even then no one cares to reply. No one in this world wants to reply. No one even wants to realize the reincarnation exists or also. Walter Samke was the one who realized, who authenticated reincarnation, but that too deleted the Facebook profile. And he was connected through facebook.com/Mr.Gaganmakko also. But I deleted him because since he had already discontinued or deactivated his profile. That is the problem. Many girls are organizing a beach party also in Miami, and people are ready to meet in real life, but I have no close connections with anyone. People don't even watch my broadcast with much concern or much devotion or much concentration. I don't think people are really understanding my views, or whether they treat me as a truthful or whether they treat me as wrongful. I kept on ranting the same, I kept on explaining the same issues or same life stories again and again in my social profiles, but after consuming alcohol, your mind starts roaming in the backwards. You can't help that. You start narrating your old instances. That's why alcohol is used for lie detection tests also. Goodbye everyone. Since if the broadcast length will increase, I will not able to download it again and again. Moreover, I have uploaded many videos. I am fed up of my disclosures now. I want to become a VIP badge owner, but I am not sure whether that will help me or not. Because if I will arrange coin drops, whether people will complete the minimum requirement or not, I have to tell them, so please share my broadcast for 5 times, then only I will arrange a coin drop. And I don't want anyone to force, and I don't want people to get compelled by my orders as if I am a dictator and I am offering them coins in return of sharing my broadcast. I am more interested to interact. I am lesser interested of amplification. And those who want to amplify their views to many people, not even a single person will understand. Or I have tested that source of that method of promotion throughout my life. I used to get lakhs and millions of views, but no one will reply. Even through SoundCloud.com, Gaganmakko, some of my songs have got millions of views, and some of my YouTube have got lakhs of views. But it doesn't mean people will respond. People will respond when they feel emotionally attached. They will not respond taking into the number of views into consideration or your badges as consideration. If they have any emotional attachment, then only they will respond, or then only they will say, okay, we understand your views, we believe you. Then only, if they don't have any infatuation, attraction, any kind of emotional attachment, they will not respond, even if your views reach 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. They will keep on sending gifts and you will keep on watching them. They will not even say hi. Sometimes they don't have any option also, because they know that the person is so much distressed and so much feeling so much lonely, and he wants to tell something about him, and we should hear him politely and then offers our views afterwards only. I have already taken 2 tea, one during midnight and later during midnight. It's 4 and I started broadcasting from 1 hour ago, but I didn't receive any one comment. Since it is possible that because of my weak vocabulary people are not understanding, or I have repeated the same story again and again and people are feeling monotonous. Both of the issues can exist. I posted a screenshot of conversation with that witness of bike theft such as this about the girl, and he wanted to tell me that he knows something interesting about her parents. I am not aware of any kind of these stories. I replied, I am not even aware of their real lives. I did try to send my relatives towards her house after completing graduation, but I am not still assured that whether he visited her house or not. That person is so much confident about her parents. US announces sanctions on Russia for election meddling.
So that's partly the Mueller investigation of witch hunts, as the president himself has done. It seems like a stamp of approval on the work that's being done there. Also, members of reporters today that this refused to fund them.
So if Trump visited Sendai, it doesn't mean it can be related directly to my Facebook page post, but the parallelism can't be ruled out also. Since I was talking about sexual harassment at workplace with FBI's wife and that person lives in Daegu, and Ivanka Trump was talking about sexual harassment at workplace on the day Trump visited San Diego. Sometimes miracles do happen, and he treated those miracles as parallelism. But for a born-again believer, there is no curse, hex, or occult practice, or one who refuses to move from the authority of God. The order is first known as the U.S. Special Counsel Robert Mueller subpoenaed the Trump Organization.
The collapse, from what we gather, about 8 times.
12 people.
Some locally crushed children get one pictures get.
Sri Lanka lifts Facebook ban. Bridge collapsed in Miami, as informed by many like me. Viewers also. Just happened to be in the South Miami today thinking about my college days at FIU, and then to hear of this bridge collapsing is devastating. So saddened by these events. They are still trying to rescue folks, praying for all. One of the bridge was collapsed in Kanpur also a few weeks ago.
We said, why does everything keep happening in Florida? First part of obviously talking about with 70 staff and teachers.
Florida is about 600 kilometers or more away from Atlanta. And Matthew, hurricane occurred near Florida. Yes, the pedestrian bridge that was collapsed at Miami was designed to withstand a Category 5 hurricane H durability to exceed 100 years. So as soon as it was collapsed, it was informed through live me, but at that time the media personally didn't reach. So live viewer was crossing through that area, and that's why we told everyone. So when everyone will be holding mobile in hand and video broadcasting, then there will be no need for media channels. Everyone is broadcasting, everyone is watching, so there will be no news channels at all. So the whole world will become media, employees of media only. 80% of the world will become directly or indirectly involved with media. There will be no promotion, no advertisement, and every conference will be hosted by video streaming, and there will be no private life also. So a prostitute utilizer belonging to mosque demolition group is organizing any kind of ritual or marriage ceremony, and that woman is so much concerned of those activities that she is continuously preparing for it from several months. not through 1 2 from October. These kind of flash phenomena are existing. She tried to cut down all the wires also. Leaders say there is no plausible alternative explanation to attack. Russia's foreign ministry says it's working on UK retaliatory. Russian measures will respond to UK expulsion of 23 of its diplomats. I have to visit a nearby shop to buy milk or cereal. I have consumed 2 tea during midnight. Such here is not. Jazeera replied that your posture is not good. Otherwise, your content was suitable. But I didn't believe. Sometimes people used to respond for keeping hurt outside so that he will not feel distressed. 1,000 players army advances. Colombia restarts talks with Allen rebels. And there was an attack on Colombians. First, Zira didn't mention that. Since I was already facing the same trouble in social networking sites, then those problems became more exaggerated in real life. Otherwise, I might have ignored. There might be a possibility that I might have taken it as more seriously. So, in all way, we should always feel happy and positive. If everything is happening in our favor, then there is no need to worry about others' behavior. That's what spiritual people used to preach that we should be more concerned of our own lives. And for that, even if we have to consume any kind of addictive liquid for a few days, there is no harm. Because otherwise we will interfere and destroy our own mental peace. Aid operation arrived in Gauta from Dauma. Red Cross president has traveled with aid